Hi, welcome back. My name is Nicole Stanton, founder of DesignYourLifeWithConfidence.com. I help busy women overcome burnout and stop living on autopilot so they can confidently design a life that's full of options. In the last video, I shared with you the idea of venturing into online entrepreneurship so you can create a stream of residual income and take back more control of your life. We talked about leveraging systems and building a network of people to help you grow your business exponentially. When done correctly, this creates so much more flexibility with your time and finances and allows you to live the life you really hope for and do so without so much stress. You may be wondering how you go about building an online business. You may even have had friends that have jumped into the world of online business, but chances are they've gone about it the wrong way. They turn their social media pages into these cheesy, over-the-top advertisements, and they stop being the interesting human beings that you know and love. They don't intend to be irritating and pushy, but their enthusiasm gets the best of them, and their lack of education on how to properly use the internet and social media, it shows. Their posts and their messages are very egocentric and self-serving, as they are completely focused on what you can do to help them grow their business. That's just not the way business is meant to work. Guess what, though? In order to be successful with online business and create more options for yourself, you don't have to do what they're doing. You can be wildly successful and connect with such incredible people if you learn to use the tools correctly. So let's talk about a few things that make a huge difference. First off, let's talk about mindset. You want to avoid focusing on what you can get from your business and how it can serve you. Instead, you want to focus on serving others and offering them solutions to the problems or the struggles that they have. This is called the law of reciprocity. The more you give, the more you'll get. As you give and you serve more, in turn, your success will come and it will offer you a bigger platform to do more for others and more for yourself as well. When you have this mindset, there's never an end destination. There's no, I made it type of moments, because there's always more people to serve and to help. Keeping them at the forefront of your mind will always prove to be more successful than worrying about what you need from your business. The next thing I want to chat about is utilizing social media. In addition to being the amazing human being you already are and continuing to post the things that make you, you. Your job as an online entrepreneur through social media is to share content that keeps people coming back to you. You want to do one of three things: educate, entertain, or inspire or empower your audience. So to educate your audience, you want to focus on teaching them and adding value while keeping your post generic in content without promoting your product or the service specifically. This gives people helpful information, regardless of whether they want to buy from you or not. And in doing so, you position yourself as an authority who's just sharing knowledge on the topic, not someone who's just posting because they want to sell a product. So let's entertain our audience. You let people in. Let them get to know the real, honest you, which probably means being a little bit vulnerable. Share the fun stuff, the struggles. Be funny, be quirky, or whatever it is that makes you you. When you put yourself out there, people begin to love you and trust you. And that's going to go a long way when it comes to who they choose to do business with in the future. And as far as inspiring and empowering your audience, you can use a strategy coined as learning out loud. You don't have to know it all, but you can share things that have impacted you as you're learning them. You can talk about favorite quotes, books, tips that you've learned. Give them something that's going to help them better themselves, and they're going to keep coming back to you for more. If you're leading by example and showing them that you're able to make changes and you're able to learn and grow, you're going to prove to them that they can do the same thing. When your content on social media fits into these categories and it provides value for people, you're going to stand out. You're not going to be an infomercial, and people are going to pay a lot more attention to you. They may even begin to recommend your content to friends, which will help grow your following. In sharing valuable content with your network, you create a trust factor that most people do not. And that makes your network more open to learning about what you have to offer through your online business and how it might be helpful for them. Using these skills will create curiosity. It's going to intrigue them, and it's going to help you be more successful than the people who just wing it. And that success is going to provide you options. And that's the whole point of what we're trying to do here. The last thing I want to chat about is the power of the internet. You quite literally have the entire world at your fingertips through your cell phone. As of the middle of 2018, Facebook had almost 2.25 billion active users. And that's just one platform you can use to grow your online business. I want you to close your eyes with me for a second here, and let's let your imagination roam. What if just a teeny tiny fraction of those 2.25 billion people were interested in what you have to offer with your online business? What if just a teeny tiny fraction of those people continue to need your product month after month after month and provide you with repeat business? What if you could leverage systems that we've already talked about, and you could utilize social media the right way to build something for yourself that gives you a whole lot more control? Do you see what your life would look like if you freed up more of your time? Do you see what your life would look like if you had more financial freedom? Do you see a life with less stress and more purpose? 2.25 billion. Let that sink in. Now open your eyes, if you will. There are people out there who are seeking change. What if you could be the one to provide that change and offer solution through your online business? The internet is a powerful tool, and when you use it correctly, it'll play a vital role in helping you achieve the options you're looking for. In my last video, I'm going to give you a few things to think about to help you determine if this path is a good fit for you. But in the meantime, the teacher in me wants you to do a little bit of homework. So get out a notepad and a pen, or open up your phone and start a note on there. I'm going to have you think about these questions and create 2 lists for me. I'm not kidding. I want you to write this down. First, I want you to answer this question in as much detail as you possibly can. If time and money were no concern, what would your days look like? Where would you live? What would you drive? How would you give back to others? What time would you wake up? What would you do for fun? Where would you travel? How often? For how long? Who would you spend your time with? What would your health and fitness goals be? What would the ideal day look like? And probably, most importantly, how do all of these options make you feel? Because time and finances are not a concern. Keep that list running, and I want you to really dig in and get deep with your answers. Then start a second list. Who do you know who's feeling stuck or burned out? Who wants more out of life? Who feels tied to their job? Who doesn't get to spend as much time with their family as they would really like? Who do you know who could benefit from having more options in their life, just like you're searching for more in your own? Write that down. Make sure you complete your homework, and I will see you in our last video.